Hi dear audience, hope you will be fine. In this short video we would be discussing about literature, what is literature and what is it is basically essentially which makes the literature different from other writings, and furthermore we would be discussing about the different types of literature as well, means sub-genres as well of the literature. Actually, a lot of students, whenever they ask something about the literature, whether that's the Urdu literature or they are of the English literature or of any other language, the very essential question which the experts ask during the jobs are for being the students of that is the means what is that central point which makes the literature as literary than the other writings. For example, the writing of a newspaper, the writing of a menu, table menu, of the hotel menu, or the writing of some sort of we have made long list of our essentials at home. So what is the difference between literature and that non-literature? So anything which deals with that of the aesthetics. uh, Aesthetics is basically human essential. Man cannot live without aesthetics, and aesthetics is as important as is the human any other requirement of the man in our life. So anything which appeals to our aesthetics is called the literature. Then there would be definitely two types of literature. One would be the oral literature, the other would be the written literature. Before the existence of this written literature, the literature was in its oral form, and even in modern sense, in modern times, oral literature keeps on moving as well. It's not that as we have adopted the written form of writing in literature, it does not mean that we have lost our oral literature. Uh, Keep in mind that our mothers used to tell us different stories. They have their different characters. They used to tell us the stories through different moralities. They teach us the moralities. Even the folklore, folk tales are going to be narrated to our young kids through our parents, through our grandparents. So it means that even the oral literature right now exists in addition to that of the written literature. While in the past times, in the ancient times, there were only the oral form of literature, but presently, at the world in which we are living, it has adopted two forms. So aesthetics, what is aesthetics? Aesthetics means sense of beauty, sense of appreciation, sense of moralities. So aesthetic does not only include the study of the beauty. This beauty includes the morality as well. This beauty includes the moral order as well. This beauty includes the humanism as well. This beauty includes the separation of the good as well. So in that aesthetics, there are a lot of aspects of humanism as well. So anything that deals with that of the aesthetics and the morality is called literature. So definitely the table menu is in written form, but it only informs. It does not moralize. It does not entertain the aesthetics of humanity, though it serves a need, though it serves the need of a message of conveying information from one person to another, but it does not have nothing to do with that of the aestheticism. So then when we come to the subgenre of literature, then there are different subgenres. For example, one is the poetry, the other one is that of the novel, then short story, drama, and these tales as well. So now we discussed that. Actually, interestingly, one of my student asked that if all these subgenres are of literature, literature deals with that of aesthetics, then why is the need of these subgenres? So definitely, as we humans have different aesthetics. Similarly, the different subgenres have their own parameters, and they convey us some sort of the different aestheticism as well. For example, poetry includes the rhyme scheme, short expression of the words. They can convey the a very long message into the very short and the brief thing, and that definitely would be in the form of the rhyme scheme as well. Rhythm would be there, different literary devices would be there. So poetry is more sharp to aesthetics, while with the passage of time, drama is to act and performance. So men also like that of the that of performance. Even in I mean that dancing, hiding the reality, performing on the stage is also included in that of aesthetics. So drama is more concerned with that of the performance on the stage, and men in action are the philosophy through action is more likely with that of the drama. And then the novel has a long stories, long plots, different a lot of characters as well, a lot of themes as well. So it is in the prose form, it is in the lengthy prose form with a lot of characters, with a lot of plots. It can be a single larger plot, and there can be more subplots as well. So it is more for the common man, it is more for the readers of prose, and definitely it includes a lot of themes and the characters as well. So then the short story, it was the need of the time when during the 18th, after the 18th century and the 19th century, when the life flourished, means man was very limited in the time. Then there was the need of the short story. Short story is basically limited with the characters, with the limited themes, and limited settings as well. So in this way, in modern times, story was the need, and it flourished to satisfy the aesthetics sensations of the humans of the modern times. All these are about the subgenres. We may recount the genres of the literature as well. For example, poetry, drama, novel, short story, and all these have their own literary devices and characteristics. But all these subgenres ultimately more or less move towards our provides the requirements of human aestheticism. So, and all this human aesthetics is included in the a very larger umbrella of the literature, and the relationship of the man and the literature is very intrinsic and instinctual ones. Means man can never live without aesthetics, as there are our biological needs. For example, hunger is our biological need, sex is our biological need. Similarly, aesthetics is our biological need, and man cannot live without aesthetics. All this, goodbye.